in this portion of Hit the Skins, EB, we just want your winner. So I looked at Twitter.
Yeah.
66% are picking the Commanders. Our listeners on Instagram, Sports Junkies Radio, are more optimistic, 76%. I came in wanting to pick the Commanders. Like, my plan was to pick the Commanders. But then we talked to that guy from Pittsburgh. He thinks they're going to win by 3 touchdowns.
He's a dog. That's not going to happen.
Yesterday,
you're going to let Andrew Filipponi just influence you?
Scott Abraham picks the Steelers. And then it's hard to get away from these 3 numbers, which we talked about. Tomlin 13-4 since the bye, coming off a bye. Tomlin against rookie quarterbacks 25-6. Tomlin, since he drafted T.J. Watt, which was 2017, I believe.
Yep.
Against rookie quarterbacks 10-2.
Yeah, I care about
to
what
me,
happens on
I
Sunday.
do think
those numbers to me mean nothing.
Okay, you can go against me, but I do think that the best offensive player is Jaden Daniels. And watching the game last night, like Lamar, now the Cincinnati Bengals defense turns out it's terrible.
Yeah.
But
still,
Ravens defense is pretty terrible too.
Yes. But Lamar, Jaden Daniels isn't Lamar, but he's the closest thing to Lamar. So I think the offense will be fine to an extent, but I do think there might be a turnover in the mix. The Steelers are plus 10 in turnovers.
Plus 10, second in the league, yep.
So I think it'll be close. I'll take the Steelers 24-23.
I know Jason's taking the Steelers.
Well, it's because I know you're taking Commanders, and I have to try and catch you.
No, I don't like that bit. I want you to pick who you think's going to win.
I'm taking the Steelers to win 26-23.
I knew that. I would have bet $1 million.
That's my opinion.
I'm going to shock you.
I can't have an opinion?
No, you can. It's just predictable.
No, that's not true.
I think if we actually just picked Jason's picks every week, we'd be 10-0.
Right.
What do you mean?
Because you can predict what he's going to predict every week.
Oh, yeah. I should predict your prediction.
Yes.
Hey, just a separate graphic.
Yeah, new graphic.
All right, so
Grab's excited.
I might surprise you next week.
Like if we play like somebody that's 1-10, he might pick us.
Yeah. The Panthers are dangerous.
Yeah. Exactly.
They can rise up.
I'm not the one who said that. He did.
I look at the Steelers team, and they're ranked, I think, top 5 in stopping the run, but you can get them at certain times. The Colts rushed for 133 yards against them as a team in a win. The Cowboys the terrible, god-awful Cowboys rushed for 109 yards in a win over the Steelers, and neither of those two teams run the ball like the Commanders run the ball. I have the Commanders winning at home at Northwest Stadium and improving to 8-2. 24-21 is my final.
All right. I love it, Cakes. Now, here's the deal. I'm not super confident, but there's just something special. I told you, Jaden is special. Drabby won't admit it. Lurch won't admit it, but he's special, okay? And so he just gives you a chance every week. And
you know what? Ball knowers know that he's special.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I know that you could say the same thing about us.
I just hate agreeing with you.
I know you could say the same thing about our schedule, but I don't care. I mean, that's just a separate issue. They beat Atlanta in week 1 when Kirk Cousins was literally like playing in a wheelchair. Then they beat a Denver team that is not even as good as their record, and their record's not that good. Are the Chargers even any good? I guess that's a good win. I guess that's their best win.
They're decent.
They got a winning record.
They beat the Colts. They beat a terrible Dallas team. They lost to the Colts and they lost to Dallas.
They lost to both of those teams.
They beat a horrific Raiders team. Everyone's getting fired. They beat the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers has been having one of his worst years. And they beat the terrible Giants team. They really haven't beaten anybody. The only win you might give them respect for is the Chargers. So I'm taking my boys, even though I think it is going to be difficult, and I respect Tomlin. I have all the respect in the world for him. But we got a special guy at the most important position, 27-23.
I mean, Washington won on a Hail Mary.
Everybody loves.
I agree. And they beat the Giants when the kicker got hurt.
You know what I'm tired of?
I mean,
we swept them.
You know what I'm tired of, EB? T.J. Watt glazing. You know who has as many sacks as T.J. Watt this year? Dante Fowler Jr. He's done it in one more. He's had one more game.
Who would you rather have?
I mean,
What do you mean? Hold on, you
I'm
paused?
declining to
He's going to
answer
keep
that.
doing in weeks 1 through 9 bit.
Fowler's a better player.
I'm going to decline to answer that.
All right,
But I'm
okay.
just saying that T.J. Watt is not leading the league in sacks. I mean, he's got 6.5, just like Dante Fowler Jr.
If he's
Now
not,
he has four fumbles.
if he's not the best edge rusher, he's the second best.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
You know what? You know what the Commanders have?
Yeah.
How about the top pass blocking unit in the entire league last week, according to the 33rd team?
I saw that
They
graphic.
didn't allow any sacks
Number
against
one.
the Giants team
Number
That is true.
one.
that
was very
majors
impressive.
in sacking the quarterback. The Commanders' offensive line said, no, you get none of those today.
It was very
We're going
impressive.
to protect Jaden. I think they do a similar job
Jason.
against the Steelers.
I want you to just go on the record, and if you're right, you're right.
Mm.
I want you to go on the record and say, I'm picking this game because I think the Steelers will win, not because I have to pick against EB.
No comment.
like my no comment about TJ Watt.
I don't have confidence either way. But I'm trying to catch you.
I think he's picking it because he thinks the Steelers are going to win.
Can't you pick for Frankie Louvu, your neighbor?
Don't you think the Steelers are pretty damn good?
I think they're.
Yeah.
I think they're good. I don't think they're great.
Well, neither is Washington.
We're very good.
You ain't great.
No, I
might
didn't
be
say
great
they're great.
offensively. We might be
I
great
think they're
offensively.
great
This could be a statement game for
You know what
Washington.
Washington's great at? Scoring points.
And Pittsburgh's great at not allowing teams to score points.
Okay.
Jason does bring a good point. He took a Hail Mary to beat Chicago Bears. who are a
Understood.
doo-doo team.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes ball bounces your way.
You had
Lucky
4
bounces.
field goals until the Hail Mary against a poo-poo Bears team that just got pummeled by the Cardinals.
You know what
I don't know.
You know what
Then
they
we
came
just-
out with?
then we beat 'em
They
again.
came
They just
out
got
with one of
pummeled.
these. They
Pummeled.
came out with a
Yeah,
dub.
but we brought a broom to him the next time we played. We just swept them off the field. Sweepy, sweepy,
Who are you
sweepy.
talking about, the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But the first one, I mean, had a little bit of luck. There's a little bit of luck going
Right.
on there.
At the end
Takes
of
a
the day,
little bit of luck
2-0.
to win.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you need to get lucky.
I'm just saying you were pointing out all of the poor teams that Pittsburgh beat, but Washington beat 2 of those teams
Understood.
on prayers.
They've beaten some crappy
So I'm
teams
just,
too.
just throwing it out there.
Man, I hope they beat those
He's-
Yinzers.
I know you do.
He's rooting so hard for Pittsburgh this week. He really is.
I'm rooting on who I bet on. That's who I root
Right.
for.
So you're probably going to bet on the Steelers getting the points.
Hey, I'm
Don't
waving
know
the
that.
burgundy towel at Northwest Stadium.
You are.
My
You
free
will.
towel when I walk
Yes.
in.
You're
free
That's right. You'll be
everything.
there. That's
I'm going to
right.
wave the towel.
Let's go to Mark. Chevy Chase. Mark, what's up?
Hey, the Commanders will win because of their offense.
All right. That's it?
the most basic call we've gotten in 28 years of radio.
Yeah.
You understand that, right?
Yes,
What about their defense?
their defense will mainly be off the field because we will do so well on first and second downs. We will have easy third
Hey, you know what?
down.
As bad as he is, he's better
Hold
than
on.
Bradshaw.
Their
He's better than
defense
Terry
will be
Bradshaw
on
on
the
TV.
field when they're doing so well on first and second down.
Time
Well,
of
we'll
possession,
set up
EB. He's saying that Washington will control
Yeah,
the
but
clock.
I said, what about their defense? And he said their defense.
I thought
will
you
be
meant what
off
about
the
the
field.
Commander's defense?
No, I meant their defense.
Okay. The Steelers' defense.
46-17 Washington.
Washington.
46-17.
You just summed up everything I need to know by saying Washington.
Right.
I would love to do another $10 bet.
Mark,
getting
Mark,
29
did you-
points.
You live in Chevy Chase?
Yes.
Oh. Hey, you've called before,
You know
haven't
what?
you?
Old money.
It's old money.
You think
Old
this guy's
money.
making his own money?
No.
It's very new. It's very new and very little. Very little.
That part I believe. That part I believe.
Yeah,
All right.
but very expensive.
God bless you, Mark. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
People that live in Chevy Chase say Washington?
Washington.
I don't understand.
He's just
War.
he's just a long
Washington.
time.
I am very curious. Can we get Drab's prediction? Because remember, he is.
What's his deal with the Russ? Well, he's definitely rooting for Russ.
He's got all the Russ backstory. I believe he's like 0 for 9
He's
in
taking
the predictions.
Steelers
no,
3-2.
1 for 8, I think.
1 for 8.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
I
big.
know. I
It's
don't
kind of a big prediction. He needs
Yeah.
to see. He needs to see more from Jaden. He's a Russ
Well,
aficionado.
all right. We saw. You want to see elite quarterbacks? Watch Thursday Night Football. When Jaden throws 4 touchdown passes and 400 yards in a game, then I'll call him elite. Those are elite QBs. I can't pick a game right. I'm considered a hater. Everyone thinks I'm a hater. Let's put an end to that. Let's go Commanders beating the Steelers.
Interesting.
4-0.
I do like the bit where he has the wackadoo scores.
Two safeties,
Two
EB.
safeties.
By the
Nice.
way, Doug Kammerer just says rain will start after the game.
Oh, we're good. We're good then.
I mean, after the game's over or after the game starts?
After the game's over. We're
Oh, okay.
late in the game.
All right.
yeah, weather basically a non-factor.
Doesn't look like it.
Not worrying about it.
Let's go real quick. Let's go to Brandon in Arlington. Hey, Brandon, what's up, buddy? You're on the Junks. What do you think?
What's up, Junks? Hey, that last caller sounds like all my aunts and uncles from Pittsburgh. They always say, "How things going down there in Washington?"
Right.
Bunch of yinzers.
Look, I'm a Steelers fan. I got the Commanders in a tight one. I'll be there with 30,000 waving cows on Sunday. First off, can I apologize for the Pony Express? He's the hot take Pittsburgh guy. He's like the Howard Efkin of Pittsburgh.
Hey, we liked him. He was nice.
I liked him, yeah.
Every Steelers fan hates him. I listen to the Junks
Oh,
for
really?
4 hours a day, and then I listen to the Pony and Mueller show on your sister station, 93.7 The Fan.
Okay.
You're a big Odyssey mark.
Yeah.
We love you.
Put this in the promo.
Well, I mean, look, he's a little bit like EB. You know, he backs his guys, right? He likes EB likes Fitzpatrick, that blew up in his face. He likes Wentz, that blew up in his face. He likes Howell, that blew up.
I
in his
root
face.
for my guys. That's
I
true.
know. I love it, EB. Pony wanted to go all in, long-term deal on Mason Rudolph. That blew up in his face. He loved Trubisky. He wanted Trubisky to start for 4 years. That blew up in his face. He didn't want Fields. He didn't want Wilson. Pony's a bit of a donk. But look, the only way the Steelers win is ball control, time of possession, run the ball, and special teams.
I mean, they could do that. I mean, because the Commanders give up 5.2
Danny
yards
Smith.
per carry.
Danny Smith.
Yeah, Fish Puck's boy, Danny
That's my
Smith.
boy.
Yeah, it is a
Look,
guy.
I might go hang out with him.
You should.
Hey, we got to
Yeah,
run. We got to run. We got to give away.
All right, get a quick start. That's the key to victory. Steelers can't play from behind. That's how the Colts won.
He
That's how
doesn't
they
get
lose.
he didn't get the message.
Just wanted to get his
They're
prediction.
good nuggets, though. He's a Steelers fan picking us.
I know. That's why you wanted to keep talking.